No, that missed. Ball outside. That's low. Ball 4. Take your base.
Batting third, first baseman, Jimmy Paxton-Pino.
Hook! That's an infield fly.
Batting fourth, Echo. Softball correct.
Ball. He's up. Hee-haw!
Batting second, Esther. Grace Baldwin.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
batting third, first baseman, Matt.
Hey! Ball. That's a ball. That's a ball. Low. Here! Hit!
To left center, on its way, and that one's out of here.
Six, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
So up next, Michael Garcia, 2 for 7 in the series so far. Just
That's a ball.
missed. No score here in the second. That misses, and
ball.
the count is 2-0. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Right down to shoot, and a count 2-1. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not
That's
a whole
down.
lot.
That's a ball.
There were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Swing and a miss, and the count is filled up. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Jonathan India now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball. Ball.
Next
Ball
one
up.
misses, and the count is 3-1. Olsen out his horse, and a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and that one
Take your
misses
base, ball
outside.
4.
It's ball 4.
Batting eighth, second baseman Michael Massey.
So digging in, Michael Massey, hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And the 1-0. Hit in the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. And
Nope,
takes
ball.
low for ball 1.
Hut.
Foul ball there. And that
Ball.
just misses. Three-two
Nope.
down.
Ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that one hammered. And that is foul. Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. Out to short. Witt zips it to first and quickly one away in the 2nd.
Batting fifth, left fielder
Mike Yastrzemski up here. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That misses the zone. Ball 1. That was the sweeper, but it missed. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ball.
Close,
No,
but
that
called
missed.
the
That's
ball.
a ball.
And it's 2-0. Just
No, that missed.
missed.
That's a ball.
There's
All
the
right.
strike. That's a strike.
Hey!
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So up next, Eli White.
That's inside.
Well, they're
Ball.
looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
The Braves looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Truist Park, new inning getting started. Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals.
Ball.
The 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
1-2 now. That one almost got him.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
3-2 now. Chop to third. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the
And here's a
Royals,
look at how he's
left
using
fielder
his pitches in this one. So the Royals batting order turns over. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Isaac Collins.
Hee-haw.
Top of the third, no score. Ground ball right side. Albies tosses to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Up next for the Royals, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Line drive, base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Vinny Pasquantino getting ready to hit. First pitch
That's
doesn't
a
find the
ball.
zone. Witt off of first with 2 away.
Here, what?
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year, and the Royals take the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So 2 down, and next up for the Royals, Salvador Perez. The 1-0. That one way inside. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one fouled off, 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. Swing and a ground ball. Riley fires to first. That's the 3rd out. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. And it's 2-zip. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Back here in Atlanta. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey, ha!
The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball.
And that one clips the corner. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two now. And that's too high. That one misses.
Inside, ball
so
four. Take your base.
Batting nice. Center fielder, Michael Harris II.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
That missed. That's a ball.
Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. On a line out towards center. makes the grab.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike. 0-1. That's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Stepping in, Drake Baldwin. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
No, ball.
Two on, 1 out.
Feels like the fastball is catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
In there at the knees. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Runner around third. Safe, and they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 1 out. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Isbell settles underneath it. 2 down. So here's Riley now. Grounded out his first time up. Nice grab. Throw to second. It's there. That's a great play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. And the 1-0. Called strike right there. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Jose Suarez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hamilton also getting ready. And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one missed.
That's the ball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Royals, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
And the batter now, Michael Garcia. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball.
Isbell gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Man at second. Fastball for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
1-2 here.
That's the ball.
Just missed.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter,
Jonathan India at the plate. Walked his first time. And there's a foul ball.
Ball.
Jackknifes out of the way. 1 away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Fastball is outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And ball 4
Outside,
to a
ball
board.
4.
Up next for the Royals, second baseman, Michael Massey.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Grant Holmes out of the game. Walks a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Jose Suarez into the game, ready to make his season debut. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Next offering is downstairs.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Late swing, foul to the left. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Outside low, and now 3-2. Ground ball to the right side. The throw to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Up next for the Royals, right fielder, Tanner Meisner.
Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. There's a strike. Man on second, 2 down. In the air to left center. Yastrzemski on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Royals 3 and the Braves 1. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1. And that is out of play.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Nope, ball.
And a payoff pitch. Got him. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Doubled his first time.
Hee-haw!
The Royals up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Ball 1 there.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another 1-2. This one in the air, right field. And that will fall. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Eli White next up for the Braves. 0 for 1 so far.
Hey!
High fly ball, right field. Meisner coming on. 2 away.
Up next for the Braves,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Mauricio Dubon. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Step off, throw to first.
Oh, he beat it, he beat
Albies
it.
dives back in.
Heck!
That one
That's the
inside.
ball.
And the count even 1-1. tripped, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
Two on, 2 outs. In the air, right field, Meisner on his way over, and the inning is over. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 4. It's the Royals 3 and the Braves 1. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins.
Yeah!
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-0. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Take one.
The 0-1. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. Man at second. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Vinny Pasquantino, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Suarez, 28 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. The 0-2. And a good eye there. Got him. One gone here. 1 out, man at first. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
Hut.
Quick toss to first.
No, he's
Witt
safe.
back on a dive. Next offer in there for a strike. 0-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
On the ground.
That's
and
foul.
that's just foul. The 0-2. Just
No, that
off
missed.
the
That's a
outside
ball.
part of the plate. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Fires to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-1. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, number 38, getting ready to make his season debut. So the batting order turns over. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Timed it perfect. It's hard, I think, for those guys on the corners because, you know, especially when it's a, you know, right-handed hitter for third baseman, you don't see the ball all that well going through the zone. And if it's a left-hander, you got a better shot at it because you can see the ball going through, see the contact. And so that jump isn't always on time. Sometimes it's a little early, sometimes it's a little bit late, but that one was perfect.
The 1-0. Fouled off to the right. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. This one in the air. Brings it in. And there's two down.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman, Matt.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Matt Olson down. Chopper right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Braves, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. A new pitcher in the game, Joey Wentz. He's making his second appearance of the season. And now it's Kyle Isbell.
One.
A little bit low.
That's a ball.
1 strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee, the left-hander, up and throwing. Hamilton, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a two-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
This one popped up. Olson under it, and there's two down.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter, Jonathan.
Two outs, base is empty. So here's the Royals DH, Jonathan India. Outside
Ball.
low, and it's 1-0.
Ball.
Just
Ball.
missed. Next
Hey-ya.
pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Up the middle, Albies. Save.
No.
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
So a man at first. Now it's going to be Michael Massey. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-2. Outside
Ball.
with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Royals lead one, but they lead it 4-1. Back at Truist Park, now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Austin Riley.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And the 1-0. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to it.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Just
That
misses
missed.
with
That's a
that
ball.
one. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Riley, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 4-2. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. That one almost got him.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
There's a swing and a drive. And
that's
foul ball. That's off the mark. Full count now.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now it's the DH, Eli White.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And now it's even 1-1.
Low ball.
Swings through that one. And that's
ball.
down and away. Mauricio Dubon next to bat for the Braves. Swings and misses, struck him out. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Royals 4 and the Braves 2. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here in Atlanta. So up now for Kansas City, Cameron Meisner. Inside.
That missed. That's a ball.
One.
Hee-haw! That's a ball.
Just missed.
Ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swings and misses. And now it's 3-2. Got him swinging.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins.
That's a ball. Outside.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. The lefty, the 1-0.
Nope. Ball.
And another ball. And he walked him on
That's
4
ball
pitches.
4. Take your base.
Up next for the Royals, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
One gone runner at first. Digging in, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Step off throw to first.
He's in there.
And he's back in safely. The other way. Base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. That smash towards center. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 3-run lead.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. There's a strike.
What?
And a foul ball. Witt off of first with 2 away. And there's a ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering
No,
upstairs.
that's up.
Runner on the go. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the dirt, throws to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Royals 5 and the Braves 2. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Mauricio Dubon. Off the mark
ball
there.
down.
And that is ball 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swings through that high fastball. High chopper to third. Garcia. On to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder Michael Harris.
Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. That one not close, and that's ball 1. The Royals leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. In for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
Strike 2.
Good eye
That's
in
the
that
ball.
spot.
That's down.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Next offering way off the plate. And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder Ronald Acuna.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Acuna now. 1 for 3. Out in front, rip foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Late swing fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 38 will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Kansas
John
City.
Schreiber on to pitch out of the pen here.
John Schreiber.
And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Got him. That's the inning. Braves strand one. They trail at 5-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3